D Nicktoons.
Wait, did I say coward instead of courage?
Was Carriage the cowardly dog? So I mean, we understood what you meant. Don't worry.
You reduce me to a weapon and make everything about your
What was that one chat? Oh,
I have mutant
I'll even
powers.
watch some of the Twisted cartoons. They were not meant for kids.
Ah,
What's it called? Cat Dog?
cat
I
dog
actually
is
like
good.
Cat Dog. What's it
Cat
called?
dog's-
Cow and Chicken or something?
Whoa, I never heard of that.
Chicken Cow?
Cat, I know cat dog, cow and chicken. I have never heard of that. Oh, we're one healer. Fuck.
Thanks for the boost.
Oh, come on, I'm gonna play back. Hold on.
I will switch, I guess. God damn it. Damn trolls.
Ready.
Where are they running? Do they dive? Oh, they are dive.
Dive and anti-dive.
You guys have an Animal Crossing backline. You guys have a Rocket and a Jeff.
Rocket.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have a Rocket and Jeff today.
Okay, nothing's dying.
I mean, we're playing BP into things, so he's 0-2. All right. Well, have ult, but wow,
This might not be it.
not at all. Well, I can't ult anymore. We're down to Jeff insta died when we ulted. Yo, can we switch off Jeff and BP, please?
I'll consider it.
You said what?
Wait, man, you supposed to be a shadow, bro. It's supposed to be like.
Well, he's playing BP in the thing. It's not much. It's not that he's doing bad. It's just that he's getting counterpicked.
Like, yeah, but like, I know you're supposed to change up yourself all the time. Like, you gotta be willing to try that.
Fucking
I
die!
roll.
Die, people, die!
I'm gonna just put it down. Fuck it. Nice block. Yeah, I was literally directly behind you. You had to throw it like weirdly since I was behind your shield.
I thought someone. Oh. I thought someone died there.
Shit, someone is about to die here. Holy shit. It was dead.
Didn't work. Are you guys good?
Define good. Because I'm getting smoked here.
Their rocket's dead.
That guy is forcing BP's 5 fucking deaths, bro. Pack it up, bro.
They're still down a healer. They're down both healers. You guys just win this. 3 cart walk. We're gonna have rocket back in about 5 seconds. If you please back in 15.
It's not hard to understand this guy.
Just keep walking, cart. We kill whoever touches. They have 2 healers now. Yeah, no healers. Yeah, good back line.
I don't think we need that one.
Better safe than sorry.
Rocket died again.
Costco? He name sniped Costco. I need to go to Costco actually.
If I knew it wasn't gonna work, I'd swear.
He name sniped Costco.
We should a little bit of tempo.
Katie, how are you doing? Okay.
You forgot that Emperor starts
Are you gonna push up or the placement's kind of weird right now?
I was putting my
You guys
beacon
are up,
down.
down here.
I went to go put my beacon down, but okay, I forgot it was bloodlust after the first skill. I just like seeing things die.
You have no healings.
I didn't have to do that.
This guy's a loser. Leave my damn supports alone. Oh, hell no. Where is she going with that? Yo, DPS, how'd you die to that? Come on, man. Oh, shit. I'm dead. He was directly in front of me. There was like no racking to that. Oh, that's fine.
Only 60 seconds left.
We gotta regroup.
That guy's so ulting a 1v. Okay. Can't teach that. I don't know. I don't know why he BP ults there. Fosters? I love Fosters.
Oh, I like that one.
Remember like Wilt and Eduardo. I forgot the other. I remember Frankie. Blue. Cheese. Oh my god. Fucking cheese,
Buddy
bro.
probably has ult, right?
Yeah. Fucking cheese, bro. That dude pissed me off. Fucking cheese. No, I thought the whatever her name is. Oh, portal. Oh, never mind. I can't. Someone switch soon.
The current score is
Cheese was annoying. Cheese wasn't that. He was just. Well, yeah, he wasn't mine. He was.
including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Cheese was cool. My god. That dude was just trolling. Not Code Lyoko. But they're everyone gets creeped out by Code Lyoko. Cause their like foreheads are like gigantic or something. I don't know why he drew it like that, but hey. I
This
like the
gonna be my
show.
last game.
I bet. Man, it's just off. Bro, it's an old show. What do you expect? Who do I play? I don't even know what to do here. Oh, we're on defense. I can't do
What are you
this.
playing? Oh,
I'm
I'll just do Loon, I guess.
always with me in spirit.
Them at this level before, Rogue. Are you all right?
Need to worry about me, Eric. You ain't my husband or my daddy.
This comp is all over the place. They're like no synergy.
Isn't that enough?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
What
2, 1.
the hell are they talking about in chat?
It seems we have company.
And aircrafts on their foreheads. Stop making fun of people's foreheads, chat. I know some of y'all got some crazy foreheads.
no. I was just trying to caught.
What happened to you?
I died like instantly.
Ooh.
What's the word? Capture the point. Capture the point.
Let's see.
Snowball fight. Team Atlas. A nice deep freeze. I don't have to be center stage.
Ooh, buddy.
Blow up. Oh, that's better.
don't have bubble. Oh, I do.
I am about to die. Ooh, get shit on. Oh, I'm dead. Holy spies. I think my sister watched that in like Winx Club.
Since after watching English Adult Swim.
Okay, this match is a loss, by the way. I have 5 minutes. It's gonna be very hard to hold.
Why are we losing though?
Well, I mean, we sat on BP into thing for
Oh, yeah,
like a
that's
very long time. Very, very long time. Like, I don't know. Like, I told him to get off it. He said, I'm considering it, and he sat on it the whole half.
No.
I got ulted by Emma. Can't.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm making a comeback.
I'm fucked.
You like that? Fucking red Teletubby plays thing. The red Teletubby being the thing player is so funny. Oh, hell no. 3, 2, 1. Oh no. What are you ulting? They're already dead. Why? Yo, why do people do that? they're down 5 or 4 people. Don't ult. Oh.
Where are they? At the top or the bottom? Oh, we got one.
They're coming from their spawn room. Nice.
Pro Ghibli. There's a Spidey somewhere here.
I need you guys to play up tanks, so take some damage for me so I can get ult.
I'm gonna try to take Ender's ult.
I just wasted it.
What the fuck? That guy's laggy as shit. Yeah, never mind. This is winnable.
We're Z-9ing, Go look at card. I'm gonna deal with that front.
That guy switched back to BP into thing. You can't teach this, bro. Yo, why'd you switch back to BP into thing?
He doesn't peel. When I play frontline, I do that. I'm getting about, we got more value to push the BP.
He's getting more value on BP. We need to get you some new characters. I'm dead. It's too late. This game. You can't get value on any other character other than thing. I mean, other than BP in the thing. That's game.
Portal.
I'll try to portal.
That's game, bro. That's game. It's too late to portal.
Or BP if you could. Because I have ult.
It's too late.
No.
Elsa and Bucky are open too. He says, I'm not getting value on any other character. My
He's
man's
not getting value on any other character.
Pool is cooked.
Oh.
Punisher's probably open too. Okay, Punisher isn't open, but Bucky's open, Elsa's open, Phoenix is open. He has 13 deaths. I love this game. He's Lord Bucky? He was? Oh, nah, you can't teach that. That's GG's, bro. I love this game. I'm done too. We rate.
Follow Young Ray. I hope you're doing well. That is sad.
His character pool is cooked. I'm checking his history. Oh, it's hidden. Of course you can't look at it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I ain't get to see a single ult from him because every time he ulted, he insta died.
Thanks for the games, DPS.
Yeah, GG's DPS.